Well, good evening, all of you. It seems that Parallax has decided that my song should be played.
Indeed.
And so, when it comes down to all of that, I must say, the British are taking over this evening. Huzzah!
As a local representative of this here American establishment, I
Too late, we're already here.
Nah, shit, he has a flag and everything, guys. Legally distinct pair. What am I legally distinct from, Night Owl? I'm now concerned. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's Parallax of the Black Pants Legion. I'm joined tonight by these folks. Say
Yes.
hi, folks.
Hello.
Hello, folks.
Nobody says hello like Mike.
What?
No,
Nobody.
no.
Nobody.
Nobody says hello like Mike.
Mike wanted to see what this show was all about, so
Oh, and the law coming in with a redeemed water break.
Ooh,
You guys
water break.
better
We're
be
starting
drinking
out there.
right now.
All right.
The law has been laid down.
Yes, that's wonderful, wonderful water.
Indeed, yes. Very good. Anyway, this is where we are. Mike wanted to stop in and see what kind of stuff we were going to paint tonight, so I'm going to try to get through the the cavalcade of stuff that y'all have sent us and that we've been up to lately a little bit faster than I have been lately. Because maybe I should get to painting in under an hour. Oh God, what?
Night Owl just redeemed a posture check. You
Oh,
guys
God.
better check your postures.
Very well.
Your lower back better not be crooked by your...
Upon review, I have a posture.
Yes, you can indeed redeem to make Mike drink, yes.
No,
And
you
also,
can make...
also, you can redeem. Psyduck just redeemed a death from above. I think you have to make your minis now do that. That is horrible. You spent so much time on them.
I've got some I haven't painted. I've got some I haven't painted. It'll be fine. It'll be fine when we get to that section of the show.
Oh no, not this again.
Okay. Geki sent us this.
Thank you very much, the confused one.
There
Yes.
we go. Geki sent us plushies. Geki's made
Yes!
stuffies. I don't know what the stuffies are about, but I love them.
They're adorable. I
They
love
are.
it.
There's
Good
like a
job,
manta
Jackie.
ray and a bunny. And it's all cotton. Geki wants us to
Ooh.
know that they're all cotton.
That's good.
And we also have a bottom shot of the ray. So it's a very, very cute pattern of... Oh, you hand-stitched this, too.
Oh, that is adorable, of course.
Indeed.
Oh, that's
Indeed.
cute.
Blah, 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 blah.
And that's reminiscent of the rays, like the bits on the bottom of the ray.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like the top of an eagle ray. So
I'm sorry, what was that sound again? Was it wooble wooble?
Yes, the wooble wooble.
So Mike, every week the viewers send us in typically minis that they've painted, but I welcome any kind of creative shit they want to send us. And
Yeah.
this is the first time I've gotten stuffies, and I'm here for it. This is great.
That's excellent, man. They
Okay.
send it to your house?
Yeah,
Is that-
it's all mine now. This is my carpet.
Nice.
It's very nice.
Oh, I know that.
I don't know how
I know that pattern anywhere, man. I know that pattern anywhere.
I don't know how they keep getting my address. It's kind of weird. They just show up.
Yeah.
Art at WBPL76.com.
That's right. If
And
you'd
all-
like to submit your shit, art at WBPL76.com.
And the confused one donated $18.12 earlier. I saw
Holy
that.
shit.
As a
Holy
tip.
Yes. Yes, I also saw that, and I thanked him a great deal.
Warlax Night Owl says that you need to be making some more jowl noise. So, blah, 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 blah.
Perhaps I am generally in good shape.
No,
What say you that? Huh.
I can read
course.
that in Psyduck's voice. He's like, death, bomb, above.
Holy shit. Night Clerk just donated 5 subs to the community. Thank you, Night Clerk. Oh,
Thank you much, yes.
My goodness. We will get to the DFA, Doc. We'll get there. Okay, so next thing. Griff sent us in. Well, I believe these are... I know what these
Kazakins! Yes, Kazakins!
Those are not Kazakins. Those are Scions. They're Scions. Tempestus Scions, Castiel says.
Smooth brain. I don't know how we're gonna do that tonight, but sure, I guess.
Vectron, thank you for the 100 pennies.
All right, fair. Yes, I guess the helmets are indeed Scions.
Indeed.
Fine.
Indeed.
I don't care. Kazakins are better.
They're very Victorian. I like them.
Yes.
Okay, and we've got a close-up here of what I assume is their sergeant, and God, that's a thick sword. It's a girthy sword.
That sword has the girth to it, yes.
Yes. And now we've got we're on a 100 penny train here. Goodness. Crow, is this must be Crow's doing. We don't get this.
No, they want to see the death from above.
Oh God. Well, then
they want to see you They want to see you smash this hard work that you put into.
Oh God. Let me see
no,
if
that's
I've got
terrible.
one. I might have one here that I'm not terribly attached to.
Don't do that. It's a joke, man. Please do not destroy your work. That would make me very sad.
It would be one
he does it every week. Arms fall off and everything else.
I'm set up this week. It shouldn't happen. Okay, Morgana Bowler sent us this. I mean,
that's cool.
Yeah, and like once we get around to the last picture, you're gonna like it even better. Because we've got 4 angles on this. I love some good terrain. This is. You've even got like the propped up hatches on the roof for like humidity and heat control. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, the faded paint, the dust. It feels like you just like picked this up off of like a movie set, like for a miniature. Like this is excellent.
Yeah, look
Mike,
at the.
Doesn't it just feel like you're at home?
Yes, that looks very much like where I grew up.
Yeah, exactly.
And look at the graffiti on the side of this. This is great.
What did you build that out of? It's that printed or is that like wood?
No, I think this is MDF. Morgana, if you're here, tell us. I think this is MDF. And then maybe some styrene on the corners.
It could also be plasticard.
It could be, yeah, like sheet styrene. Oh.
And Mike, I mean nothing bad by that. I grew up in the same kind of areas. That's why I was saying, doesn't it remind you of home?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Morgana
MDF.
says it's MDF and you can buy it. Okay, excellent.
It's fucking great. I love I mean, just on it's put together well, that's good, but like the graffiti on this is just selling it. I love this shit. We got a couple more angles, isn't it? I got one more angle on this. Visually similar to, but legally distinct from Bulma.
Of course, yes.
Indeed.
This straight up looks like most of the graffiti that I've seen. Except, well, I mean, with the exception of everything that's on the bottom that no one pays attention to.
Kind of like the stuff right beside the word nation there.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody pays attention to that. Nobody can read it. It's the low effort graffiti.
This is great.
Secret code of, like 6 guys who are like, we put our names on a thing, and everybody's like, sure,
we tagged it, bro. It's ours. What?
Right. It's just missing that skater ass.
That.
I always call that the stoner ass, but whatever.
I got one more here to Square send us in Warrior House and Mara Mechs. And again, I like what I see here. Was this everything? I think this was everything. But let's double check that to make sure that I haven't been screwed out of content. No, that's everything. Okay. So we got a Blackjack, a Longbow, a Crusader, and a Highlander. There's your death from above there, Psydog. And these are also very nicely painted. It looks like you've been doing some of the stuff that we've talked about here. I think there's some dry brushing applied on some of this. Got some good panel lines. I like it.
I'm sorry, I can't not look at that longbow. Longingly.
It's a good. Now, these are also, I want to go ahead and add, these are the Catalyst models. These are the official models. So these look so much better than a lot of the MechWarrior Online ones. It's stunning. Oh, it's just...
Oh, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, well, I mean, the MechWarrior Online ones, they look fine, but they're not designed to be three-dimensional objects. So a lot of, like, where you have panel lines and stuff scribed into these is just done with a texture in the game models. So when somebody converts those or uses those as a base to work from, they don't usually put in the panel lines, so it's just a big flat surface. I love it when people go through the effort on this. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch down to shit we've been working on. Squeak
which is going to be sadly very, very short this week, it sounds like.
Well, we'll see. I've got several things in, like I usually do. But there's a couple of things here for Squick, but Squick is running late. He had some work shit. He'll be with us a little bit later. Of course, I'm not sure who we're starting with. Let's find out. We've got Crow here. Crow, I will invite you to comment on Squick's work.
Oh, okay.
I did this to Tex last week. It's fine. It's fine.
So is this like, if they fail, do they have to do like a physical challenge?
Yes. Yeah, they do.
Man, I love Double Dare. Let's do this.
Para,
No,
because it is something that I have done this week. If you want to show that technical difficulty screen, go for it.
I will have to move that in. Give me just a sec.
Okay.
Let's how Windows work again. There, we'll do
Push
thing.
buttons, make move,
We'll do
drag
thing.
things
We'll do
around.
thing. And we will mark that thusly. Okay, and then I have to refresh the thing because I'm using OBS and not other stuff.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was
Okay.
going to be that difficult.
We're done. We got it. Okay. What you got? Oh, Crow survived a French MRE with a ghost pepper. Mike, what in the hell have you been doing?
Yeah, and he put the ghost pepper juice on the ghost pepper sauce on the muesli too.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
Ghost pepper sauce is nice, man. I tell people this, they just go like, "Oh, that's gross." But I'll tell you this: you can add ghost pepper sauce to anything you like. It's only gonna taste like ghost pepper sauce. It doesn't matter if you add that shit to like paper towel. It's just gonna taste like it's gonna taste like a fucking thing of ghost pepper sauce. It's
He's not
amazing.
wrong. He's not wrong. Like, I've got a bottle
Great.
of Tabasco ghost pepper sauce in my fridge, and it's like, oh yeah, I got a bowl of soup here. One drop, and it's like homeopathic medicine. It just permeates the whole fucking thing.
I like more than a drop though. I'm a little bit of an addict. Anyway, yes, is this what you wanted me to see? This yellow mech touching
No.
this Canon lens here?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I'm sorry.
hey! Now I feel bad. I actually tried to get that out of there so that
It
no one
doesn't
would
say
know it was a
Canon anymore.
lens.
You're just talking to Mike. Of course, Mike knows.
I know that. Hey, I know that backplate anywhere. Nikon's a little bit different.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure this is the kit lens that comes with the DSLRs.
It is not.
Oh,
it is
it's not.
That is the zoom lens.
Okay, mine came with
Probably.
both.
Yeah.
So
What is this like? What was it like? 35 to like 200 or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's something to 300. It might be 75 to 300.
goodness.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's kind of like the one I took up to Michigan. I took all these pictures, and I'm like, all right, everybody, it's just a shoulder.
Here's
and,
a
like,
picture of your
face-
pores.
Okay. Now I understand what you were talking about. I wasn't sure if it was that or if it was one of the real.
Oh God! Brought the bazooka lens, as Tex said.
Yeah, well, I have a lens that's like it's really close. I think it's like 15 or something to like 135. It's a really nice
Wow.
lens. And
Ugh.
that was actually the one thing I got with that camera because I did the kit lens was whatever. I got this with the camera, and I was like, that's my go-to lens for everything. And they're both sitting next to each other. They're both big fat boys, so I just grabbed one without looking.
Grab me one of the fatties on the way out, Tex.
No, I took this all yesterday and did all of the stuff in between my classes for the editing and sent it to Para and everyone else, and they were like, yes, we are using this. And I only just now realized that because of Para's placement in the screen for your avatar.
Just me saying sorry.
they cannot see the tiny little message over there.
Let's see. No, that's not the thing. That's not the thing. No.
Oh, what
We're
was
back.
that
We're
behind
back.
the curtain?
That was, for some reason, OBS decided this would be a good time to change scenes. I'm not really sure why. There.
Okay,
there,
OBS
there.
makes its own rules. You don't have to worry about it.
I didn't click anywhere near the scenes. I was over here clicking on me.
Oh.
And that's the end of our broadcast day, everybody. Here's more British Grenadiers. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Cookie, you're up next.
All right, cool.
Cookie, mandala.
Mandala. Yeah, I made 2 during the stream last week. I made this one. It's an earth tone one, and then it's basically just greens and browns and stuff. And then the next one's all greens and purple, pinks and purples.
We do like pinks and purples. My daughter would adore it. My daughter would adore it. Okay, Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot for Squick's work. Squick does, as I've said before, Squick does props, and he prints and paints stuff.
I have one of his props here, actually.
Oh, what do you have?
We have a firearm, a 1911 prop, and it looks fairly real. I mean, you can't pull the trigger or anything.
Sure.
But from a distance, these are great props. He does really good work, especially on the dust.
Oh, yes.
He did the same thing on the 1911 I have here. This,
Sorry.
I believe this is Han Solo's blaster, correct?
Yes.
The DL-44, yes.
Specifically, it's the one of the 2 hero props from episode 4. Because there's 2 different hero props. The scene of Han shooting Greedo under the table was a reshoot, and they didn't have the prop on hand, so they had to put something together, and it is visibly different than the other hero prop. This is the not Greedo killer.
This is the unkiller. Mad Ducks is saying Parallax, just yelling at you. I don't know why.
What's up?
Why for?
McClunky. That's right. Oh, God, there's a thing. I'm clicking on a thing for Mad Ducks. I hope I don't regret this. Oh, yes, and then there's the toaster. Okay, give me... I don't think I have it saved on this computer. I will try to work it in a little bit later. I've got the other side of the DL-44 here. And again, I believe Squick printed these on a filament printer, and he's done an amazing job of just finishing on this, because there's no print lines. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like
It's placed together really well. Like, it looks like it's worn, even in like the right places with the light and I guess whatever plastic. It's just really well done.
And like I've got a resin casting of the Empire Strikes Back blaster, and it's not nearly this detailed. This is a great file, and at some point I'm gonna have to like pay him to ship me one, because I've always wanted a good copy of the A New Hope blaster. And then he's also got this, which I think it's a converted Nerf gun, but I wouldn't swear to it. But he's done a good job with the paint on this too.
Oh, that's cute. That's pretty. I like the way it's painted. It's all like very,
Weathered.
textured and weathered and realistic looking. Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure he told me this is one of his first pieces, and you can see here where he was still developing some of his technique, where like his paint chipping on barrel question mark is really clean and very large. But, I mean, for a first effort, assuming this was a first effort, but, like, this still looks great to my eye. Okay.
It does. It really does look great.
Mike, how would this work on a movie set? Like, would this wouldn't quite be good enough for a hero prop, would it?
It would be if you wanted to have either a very expensive VFX budget to cover up any to, like add lights and stuff. Like I think that's what I would do with it.
Mhm.
Outside of that, if you had a character that had the same like color scheme in their costume, you could use this. But if it was just like Han Solo, it would look like something totally different.
Mhm.
But I think if you put this like next to a character who has very similar armor, like a lizard man or something, yeah, I could see that.
So
Really
what's
good.
your
I like the little like blots of detail there to make it look worn and
so
used.
what you're saying is that Bosk could use this, but not Han.
That's a good way to put it. No, this is a Dengar gun. This is totally a Dengar gun.
Nope.
Okay.
Somebody said from Outer Limits.
I'm gonna tell you.
The
I don't
little
know.
picture. Outer Worlds. Sorry, Outer
Outer
Worlds.
Worlds. Okay, yes, very Outer Worlds. Very Outer
Is
Worlds.
what somebody said.
Okay, moving on. We're gonna get into my shit. This first one, this is something that you have heard Warlax asking me to do on air for a little bit. So I'm just you picked the colors on this. I'm gonna let you talk about it.
Honestly, I just had this idea of the old Mechanicum color robes, which formerly in 40K before the heresy were white, with the ice blue edging to denote a specific Forge world, and thinking that it would work really well with copper. And I'm not going to say I was wrong, because that's gorgeous.
I really could have done better on the white, and the plasma pistol was, it's just speed paint. Like, I could do better on that, but
that's not a plasma pistol, but it's still great.
Okay, I thought it was a plasma pistol. What copper paint is that? That is Viejo metal color airbrush color copper.
Yeah, no, that is, since you sent me the same one to do something similar myself, it's taken directly as a model from Mechanicus, I think.
I don't think it is.
Because that looks very similar to the Phosphex pistol from Mechanicus.
Okay, it's possible that there's inspiration there, but this is not, like, somebody, I paid somebody for this. They did this shit. Like, this isn't a model pull. Like, most of the times, game models, they don't have this level of detail in them. Like, they depend on the skins and textures to really fill that in.
And yes, Will, that is indeed a handheld war crime.
Yup. Okay, next thing I've got, I have been experimenting with Blender lately. Warlax and Cookie have been seeing this.
Yes.
So what I've got here is, on the left side, this is a Black Knight. On the right side, this is a Kintaro. The painted Black Knight and the mostly white Kintaro are the original files. The two in the middle, all I've done is rig them and repose them. But they're so much more dynamic. Like, that Kintaro especially is just fucking boring.
Honestly, I can see some real fun things with that Black Knight. If you could just get it to almost look like it's rocking back, like it's taken a hit, and then kind of just gouge out one of the shoulder areas, like it's taken a hit, and paint it up that way.
I could do that. Like, I might print another one to do that with, but I could totally do that. And real quick, okay, yes, the Kintaro is not an amazing mech, but it's a good enough mech. Just to tell you how I got...
Mech Warrior at home. Mech Warrior at home. Keep a jar.
No, Mech Warrior at home's a quick draw. What I've done here, it's just like black paint, and then dry brushing with gray paint, and then white paint for the highlights. That's it. Just to kind of get that fake zenithal that would be good for transparent paint over the top of it. Okay, I got 2 more mini things here. I haven't been doing a whole lot of mini painting lately. I've been working on other shit. I've been experimenting with shit. Like here, this was experimenting with blender rigging. This next thing is just a print. It was a big multi-part print. That is a full-size peanut butter jar lid that this thing is sitting on.
Oh, that is a gorgeous print.
That is the colossal scale Aries. Yes, it is a very big book. Now, to be fair, this is actually printed above scale. Like, it's about 17% too large, but it's still, like, I want to paint it. I haven't figured out how I'm going to yet, but I like the idea of these, like, if any of you read any of the, like, Hour of the Wolf books that are the start of the Ilkhan era, where the Republic of the Sphere is fighting with Clan Wolf and Jade Falcon. Jade Falcon, right?
Dirty birds.
Yeah. Then the Republic of the Sphere sends out a bunch of these things to ambush them at one point. And I like the idea of these things as a dedicated assault force, but you don't fucking use them for everything.
I mean, in all honesty, it looks like it could belong dead straight up from, like, Supreme Commander 2.
Yeah, it could be. I don't want to talk about the Capellan Confederation. Okay,
I will not be speaking this day about the Capellan Confederations. Thank you.
Okay, this next thing, this is me working on another prop. Also, a plush bulldog.
Oh, awesome.
So I took a wild hair that I wanted to make a neuro helmet. Now, this is a prototype, and it turns out that I have both the wrong contact cement, and it is exceedingly old, so that's why you're getting the separation on this shit. I've got more coming, but, like, this is version 1 prototype of the base shape of my neuro.
Nice.
And as it was stated by Will, it looks like Magneto's helmet. So this lovely prototype can just become your Magneto helmet.
Magneto! I don't know how many people in here ever watched the riff tracks X-Men riffs, but...
Oh, no, but they're probably absolutely hilarious.
Oh, they are. It's just every time that they bring up something that ends with O, it's Magneto Cerebro! And that's been in my head now for like 15 years, so... When
boys are geniuses.
When I get through with making one of these I'm happy with, like, it's going to get a Van Zant State Militia badge on it, and we'll see what I end up doing with them. I don't know. Like, at this point, this is an experiment, distraction from depression kind of thing. So, have I considered making
I feel that, man.
Okay, Morgana, I'm not there yet. Like, my immediate thought is when I get one of these put together in a way that I'm happy with, it'll probably get a coat of black Plastidip and then spray paint, and then I'll hand paint the details. So, okay, I got one more thing here, and it's what I plan on working on tonight. This is...
Ooh, yes, I like this one.
Okay. This was a free model from my mini factory, and, like, I think it's supposed to be like a 40K-ish walker. I'm just taken with it being like a very crunchy early World War II walking tank kind of design.
Again, I'm telling you, it looks so much like it's Dust Tactics.
Yes.
That, oh god, I just...
It's a riveted
locust.
It doesn't have a medium laser on it, but it's very, very close.
The locust at home.
It's the periphery locust. Locust circa 1938. Yeah.
Boys, I'm being told it is a... Say it again. Allied. Okay. Allied Scout Walker.
Okay.
From Dust to World War II.
Okay.
Yes!
So the reason I was calling it 40K-ish is because there are like 40K weapons packaged with this thing. There's las cannons and plasma guns, that like arms with hands and shit. Like it's very 40K in its weapons, with the exception of these. So I love this kind of industrial design shit.
Suck it! Oh, not really. All right, now,
Okay.
if I could, real quick.
Very quickly.
Talking to Para recently, going back and forth, I have been trying to convert a sprite from an old video game into a 3D model so that we can print it and I can paint it. If any of you feel like trying, it's the general from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I have tried to find the things and find the ways to get it done. I have not been able to do it.
I've talked with him about it. It's like, this is outside of my skill set. So like, if y'all know, great. But
I don't know how, but I might be able to point you to some resources for ideas on how to do it.
Yes, a 2D sprite into a 3D object.
now
I know it can be done. I just don't know if it can be done with these sprites.
yeah, because they're not like head-on sprites. They're like 3/4 profile sprites. It's yeah. So okay, so like before I jump into actually painting stuff, I just want to make a comment here. I'm seeing people refer to this thing as very diesel punk. I'm here for some diesel punk shit. Like
Yes.
like I love this, and like I'd like to find some more shit like this. And I'm just before we get too deep into dust. I know. Before I get too deep into like actually getting on, and this is the thing I plan on painting tonight. For the other three of you, conversation starter, is there any design like this, any design language like this that you really like to see? Like something you're particularly taken by?
Ooh, I know it's gonna be weird to say it, but in all honesty, for my sci-fi minis, that is like my go-to. Is if there is a really good diesel punk, I am all there for it. You were showing me this the other day, and I was sitting there going, "I want to paint
Salivating.
that. I want to paint that."
I won't go fast.
But in general, that's what I go to for, like, my sci-fi stuff and my sci-fi minis normally.
Cookie, Mike,
What's that?
is there like a particular visual design style that you're taken by? Like this thing being diesel punk really speaks to me, but is there anything like that that really speaks to you? Is it the Star Trek aesthetic? Is it, the lived-in Star Wars? Is it the gothic 40K shit?
It just looks like somebody in. It looks like somebody saw the movie Star Wars, and then they tried to build an ATST in their backyard.
Yeah, sure, but I mean, like, is there any
With tank
design
parts.
language like that speaks to you in particular that you're partial to?
He's saying in general, is there a style that's your favorite that you see it and you're like, dude?
That's my jam, like that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, no, original series, man.
Okay.
Like every time they make something in that style, it's always weird. I'm all for it.
That retrofuturism kind of 60s retrofuturism, where
But I gotta.
yeah,
I'm gonna get off here because I gotta
Okay.
get something to eat, man.
Okay.
It's getting really late.
thanks
Go
for
eat
joining us for a bit, Mike. Have a good night,
Thanks
man.
for having me, man. This is fucking cool. I didn't know you guys were doing this.
Yeah, every
Yep.
Thursday night at this time.
All right, man. Well, I'll be right behind you guys, so I'll see you
All right.
next time.
Have a good one.
Later on,
Thank you.
Mike. Okay, I don't know how I just did this. There it is. I was going to say, the scalpel blade out of my hobby knife just vanished, and that's not a good thing to have happen. That's like that's not a surprise.
We do not need a repeat of Deputy's error the other night on the stream.
What happened with Depp?
He stepped on something, and it snapped off in his foot.
That's rarely good. Fly, I am not having another fly die in my bourbon. Damn it, go away. Yes, Vectron, and it's very much like a boss from the new Wolfenstein games. Okay, so this is the model after I've done a little bit of work on it. I've based it some. This is all just cut-offs from the foam that I used to make the helmet. So it's like walking through rubble. But very, how shall we say, Leningrad?
Yeah.
So... yeah,
I'd go Stalingrad first, but sure.
I'm sorry, Cookie.
More water breaks.
Oh, water breaks. Okay. Giant quart of water.
Water breaks must be redeemed with water, so...
Giant quart
yeah.
of water.
No, I'm not saying to you. I'm saying to him redeeming after he asked what kind of bourbon. I'm telling him...
Okay, Law, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because I am making a distinct effort to cut back on a lot of shit where I'm not drinking nearly as much as I was, but because of that, I am now substituting with very nice bourbon. So instead of this being like Evan Williams, this is Angel's Envy. So like I skipped a few levels on the ladder going up.
I'm okay with that. A little bit of the good stuff, you know?
Yeah. Which I've told this story in the Legion. I don't know if I've told it on here. So, okay, is it worth the cost? It's good. I think I'd be just as happy with Maker's Mark. Like, I developed a taste for bourbon when I was in grad school and decided I want to hang out with my friends, but I don't want to get blasted, and I will just throw beers back like they're water. So I started drinking liquor, and there were $2 well shots of bourbon at most of the bars we went to, and they were inevitably Old Crow. And Old Crow is fucking awful, and I drank it for a year, so by the time I was done, I could appreciate shit that wasn't awful. Also, getting past that story, y'all have been asking, this is my wet palette. I'll use it tonight. I haven't liked using it because, like, normally it's got like this lid on it, and it's like a hinged lid, and it's difficult to work around and shit. So I just cut it off tonight. So here it is. I cut it off. It's not hinged anymore. It doesn't really do its job, but there. I have a wet palette, and it's more usable now because I can just take this lid and do that. Now it's out of the way. So.
Actually gonna have to get up and get some water because I'm dumb. Anyway, so I'm gonna step away and get some water both to put inside my body and to paint with. So there you go. I'll be right back.
All right.
Desert Owl, I take exception to being called the Texan. But yeah. Hail hydrate. I didn't see anybody do that, but I'll take a drink.
Yep, we can take a drink. No big deal.
Okay, so I'm thinking, like, I'm eventually going to print another one of these and do, like, a pristine one, but this is going to be the one that's seen some shit.
Ooh,
so,
yes.
This is the one that I'm going to go through, and I'm going to put some base coats on it, and, like, this might be a multi-week project, because there's enough room here for some, like, scale model level details in this shit, where, like, all the rivets can get details, and, like, we can add a bunch of grime and shit to it. This could be a good. So
yeah, you can actually show off some weathering techniques and stuff like that. Just curious, do you have the AK chipping medium?
I don't.
Okay, cool.
I don't. So we're gonna I don't do scale modeling shit. Like, for everybody that's out here, between miniature painting and scale model painting, there are some stark differences. Like, the base techniques are generally the same, but the tools can be different, the techniques can be different, and the materials can be different. So,
Yes, indeed, for all of them.
okay, so we're going to start, and I'm going to put some, this is Viejo, and I'm dying on that hill, Viejo. Metal color.
You can die on that hill. However, you are dying on that hill alone. Any other hill you choose to die on, I will be there for you.
Here's the thing. The founder was Spanish. He was from Spain. He was in New Jersey for like 2 years, and then he and the company moved back to Spain. It's Viejo.
And I will say, having worked with them as a supplier, it is Vallejo.
Well, I'm dying on this hill.
By all means.
I'm on a hill, and I will die.
This is the one hill that I will not die on, simply because I know.
Anyway. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. First thing is I am going to paint the gun barrels and the metal bits and all that kind of shit. That may not necessarily be what I'm supposed to do, but I'm going to do it. There's an order of operations. I'm not paying attention to it. Okay, so we're going to put some gunmetal gray onto, appropriately, the metal of the guns. Now, on like World War II tanks and stuff, this would clearly actually be a painted surface. But welcome back, Cookie. So, like, we're going to pretend here that through, usage, heat, that kind of stuff, that the paint has come off.
I tell him that Thunder, but he's how shall I put this? He's an old man and set in his ways, shall we say?
What? What?
What?
Nothing about your Viejo.
Which is funny because that's what Viejo means. Sorry.
Yep, it's nothing about your use of Viejo instead of Vallejo.
He'll die on it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the covers on all the joints. Like, none of this makes any sense to actually be metal, except maybe like the hydraulic bits on the lower legs. I don't care. I want it to be metal. I want some contrasting colors in here, so some shit's going to be metal, even if the bogies on like a proper World War II tank would not be. At least not that color. They would be covered in a very thick layer of paint to prevent corrosion.
Correct.
But this is more
Inside
fun.
his head, Master Mayhem, but that's okay.
What? I'm getting the L, the... Oh, wait, what?
It's Vallejo.
No, it's not. There are two L's next to each other. It's Spanish. That makes a Y sound.
Yes, but it doesn't say E. It's Vallejo. Then Vallejo.
Yes, Vallejo. Okay. Vallejo. I will accept Vallejo.
All right, a nice
Compromise.
A nice compromise. We're all good. We're all fine here. All fine now.
How are you?
How are you?
Boring conversation anyway. Look, we're gonna have company. Welcome to Reference Humor. Here on WBPL 76.
I do appreciate that I do not have to be the only one to make that reference because I'm so used to that. What are you referencing? What are you? What are you?
Zoomers.
Or completely sheltered boomers, or not boomers, but Gen X.
I find there's not a lot of those.
I watched not very much growing up, so a lot of the, and some of the ones I only saw little bits to see the the parts people thought were funny, so they'd make me sit down and watch it with them. That part.
Now, Cookie, are you Gen X or are you elder millennial?
No, I'm Zennial. I'm right smack dab in Zennials.
Zennials?
I'm a Zennial.
Okay,
Yes,
so okay.
I am just that last bit of. They consider us the ones who started, the ones who had any kind of computer usage in high school
Okay, so
or
you
college. We
so
started the whole computer stuff.
okay, so when you were in high school and college, you were using a Commodore PET.
No. As I say, I started on a PC Junior and an 8088.
Okay, so you were a little bit after the PET then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, Halzakar. Zennials rise up. Yeah, and then do everybody else's work, because that's what Gen X does.
Cookie.
What?
Don't give my brother any ammunition. He doesn't need it.
I'm just saying.
No,
That's all I'm saying.
Don't be nice to my brother. It's not allowed. Not allowed. We're not supposed
I'm nice
to be
to everybody. Almost everybody.
We're not allowed to be
There
nice
was
to my
somebody I
brother.
wasn't
It's not
nice
fair.
to today, but I avoided her, so
She had it
it
coming,
was
I'm sure.
okay. Yeah, I just avoided her. I didn't talk to her.
I'm gonna stop pulling that out of frame at some point. Oh, let's put some metal on these pipes. I put some pipes sticking out of the terrain here because I thought that was cool. And we're just
Yes,
gonna go ahead.
always.
We're just
Hey,
gonna.
if you ever watch Thunder, he's got one of those commands that says, "You are very focused, but your frame isn't." You
Oof.
get back in the frame.
Oof.
Yeah, it's funny.
So I will actually go ahead and briefly talk about some terrain and base making. The one thing that any of you doing that need to remember is that the way you make it look realistic is you make it three-dimensional.
Yes. So if you can...
Too many people go through and put sand down and think that that's good enough. You need to put sand down. You need to have something that is three-dimensional, whether it be a large rock, some shrubbery, something along those lines, in order to break
sell
everything
that
apart.
to sell that world. Now, if you look at this thing, you can see where I've got like the, for lack of a better term, the rubble that I'm trying to simulate here actually comes up over the level of its feet. And
There
like,
you go, quote 20 for you.
Quote 20. I did say that. That was months ago. That's a thing. I think I said that before Warlax was on the show. Oh, man.
No, I was here for that.
Okay.
Do you know what looks like fucking sand?
Fucking sand! I forgot about that. Oh, tell us the other thing. If any of, now Cookie was telling me earlier that, oh, wait. Hi, Rob. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob.
Hey.
Cookie was telling me earlier that Thunderhead's not streaming tonight, so maybe some of Thunderhead's fans are in here instead. I don't know. If you're here, I'm happy to have you. If you're not, well, then you're not hearing this anyway. But Warlax had some Rainy River news that I thought was neat.
It hasn't been finalized yet, so I wasn't gonna say anything. But we reached out from work towards Rainy River Designs, and we may end up carrying their products at our store.
Hell yeah.
Which I think that's amazing. I don't know
Again?
I haven't seen Kirsala in the audience tonight, but if you're here, then this sounds amazing. You should do that.
Again, it is one of these things. It has not yet been finalized. The boss that has to finally make that decision has been running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And I talked with him today, and he said, "Oh yeah, no, I haven't been able to get back to that yet. Maybe tomorrow."
Bosses do that.
Yes.
Fucking bosses always run around doing shit that, doesn't
Probably
help.
needs done.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like,
It's not what you want, right?
Yeah, no. I need something to complain about. I mean, like, my boss is always, like, running around doing shit that, like, secretly I know keeps shit off my plate. So, like, I'm not going to say shit there. So
Two things. Two things. If you
Two
want
things.
some fun scatter for prints, check out Fantastic Plants and Rocks on my mini factory. That dude is a genius. Like, he has some seriously crazy stuff, and it's awesome.
Like what?
And
What
then,
kind of stuff does he have? Cookie?
he's got dwarven rune-like things, like pillars and things that look like little tiny obelisks. He's
Uh-huh.
got plants that swirl out and make these like all kinds of things. Like, he's got thousands and thousands of designs.
Wow.
And so yes, and like every month he puts out more.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another tip: if you have a 3D printer, and like, especially if you're making mechs or you're making, sci-fi battlefieldish stuff, failed prints make great scatter terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Even not failed prints, things that you print and you're okay with breaking apart for, conquered foes, always useful.
Exactly. Squid Child is also painting 3D stuff. Okay. Support material. Yes, support material can make great, like, scaffolding, that kind of, or like rebar and cement. Like, the pipes on this tonight are tube styrene, but I just didn't have any leftover supports for my prints, so I just went with what I had. But like, that would also have worked. And like, I'm gonna take a second here and let that dry, and let's while I'm gonna dry brush something, so I need a sheet of dry paper here. You can't really dry brush with on a wet palette.
A wet palette? Oh
Yeah.
my god, who would have guessed?
Right?
Wet versus dry?
Keo, ask that one again when Squick gets back, because
Squick knows more about it than I do.
Squick is he's kind of one of our major voices in the Legion for some of that. So
now, like, I can tell you what I use and what I'm happy with, but a lot of it's going to come down to your budget. Like, I know what I have, I know what I'd like to have, and what I have isn't exactly what I'd like to have.
Here.
So, like, I started with an original Anycubic Photon, and it was fine. And after it started giving me more trouble than I was happy with dealing with after 2 years, I upgraded to a Elegoo Mars 3. These are resin printers. These are not filament printers. They're a different critter entirely, but they're better for like small detail stuff.
They are better for small detail stuff, not great for apartments.
No.
Yeah.
Mine lives in my garage for a reason. Fumes is bad.
We've got ours next to a thing, but we open the window.
Right. And like, the Mars 3 is like, it's got a 4K LCD screen to it, and it's, when I bought it in January, it was roughly $300. So like, the cost of a box and a half of 40K.
Yes.
So like, $40 for a really nice bottle of resin, or $25 for a not quite as nice bottle of resin. And like, you'll get ahead pretty quick this way. Now, that said, if I had the money to throw around on it, $700 for an Anycubic Ultra D2, oh, buddy, I'm fucking here for that. I don't have $700 for it, but a DLP printer I'm fucking here for. It doesn't use an LCD screen. It uses a projector and a mirror, and it gets amazing detail. But it's $700. Which, again, if like you're doing a lot of stuff and you're actually gaming, or if you were buying the merchant license for minis and et cetera, yeah, I could definitely see $700 being worth it. Kind of like if I were Catalyst Game Labs, and I don't know if Catalyst Game Labs is watching or not.
Likely not.
Yeah, but I'm giving the computer a significant look as though they are. I'd say, hey, Catalyst, you should get into CEOcast so that you're not
Biocast. Yeah.
CEOcast, so that you're not attached at the hip to Chinese production, so that you can do shit domestically, and then we don't have to wait for months and months for shit.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, CEOcast is like a new thing. It's a product that comes out of Spain. It is a new kind of injection molding that doesn't use like super expensive and difficult to develop metal dies to print into. It uses silicone, and like it prints shit in 30 seconds. It'll print models in 30 seconds in a silicone mold. It's fucking amazing. The downside is each machine is like $100,000, which I'll admit is a hell of a downside. But yeah, this is the Parallax pronounces words wrong show. So let's see. Okay, so if I were going to go ahead and put some... Now, I guess I'll take a step back for a second and talk about what I just did. I was just putting some dry brushing onto my basing here so that it stands out a little bit more. Let's actually put some ivory down real quick to really catch the edges. Because, you know, I really want it to stand out, have a lot of broken cement kind of texture to it. We're just gonna do some shit like this. Oh God, what?
Parallax talk real gooder, Joe.
Usually I do. Oh wait,
Very
Side Up,
erudite.
are you still in here, Side Up? Oh, Squick. Hi, Squick. Are you? Hey, Squick is here. We're waiting on you, buddy.
We are here, and we are waiting.
Beep
boop! Squeak has arrived.
Psyduck, if you're still in chat, I guess I owe you a DFA. But if you've left, I'm not going to do it.
Yes, hello, good evening. You said the magic words, and I've been summoned.
Wait. So if I just say Squick, get in here, you're going to, like, appear like a fucking genie wherever I am?
Like
I mean, if I'm already there, yes.
Oh, okay.
Squick, he's our man. If he can't do it, well, fuck.
Yeah, then talk to a professional.
Professionals are expensive.
Squick is something else.
I'm commercially available.
I think you'll like what I painted today. It's cute.
I'm looking forward to it. So, Squick, at some point you're going to have to go back and watch the VOD where I ask Mike questions about your props.
Oh no, but also, oh yes. I'm wonderfully concerned.
You shouldn't be.
Wonderfully concerned. That's perfect.
I mean, Mike is an absolute bastion of wholesomeness. So I would hate to do anything that leaves a bad taste in his mouth. At the same time, that's a lot of pressure. I can't.
Why are you putting stuff in Mike's mouth?
Anything.
Why are you putting stuff in Mike's mouth?
Don't worry about it. I sent him an MRE. It was.
Okay, that's true. You did do that.
It was a cigarette case and gun.
Did it have one bullet in the chamber?
No. It was back to their old Latvian MRE thing. Or it was like, yeah,
Hunt.
Case of cigarettes, a gun, and a note that says hunt.
We do not give you food for free. Hunt. We will, however, give you copious amounts of nicotine. Hunt.
You are experiencing hunger. It's motivational.
Squick, he's our man. If he can't do it, ask your doctor if Squick.
Ask your doctor if Squick is right for you.
The answer is,
Maybe.
depends on how he's
No,
feeling
Leader
that
Cannon,
day.
What the fuck are you hunting? Moose? Geese moose? Anything in Australia?
I'm hunting whales. That's right. We're gonna go back to. I'm sure all of you watched Tex's video about modding, so you all know about the Warlax.
Did he just
Probably
go
fine.
beep, boop
Use
for me?
whales.
Did he just go beep beep boop boop for anybody else or just me?
Yes.
No, that was 100% he overloaded its mic, but he was hilarious in so doing.
Whales.
Whales.
We could use whales.
It was called a bomb lance, wasn't it?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, you should. If you haven't watched Tex's video about modding, depression, and xenonauts, go watch it, and also you will learn about the bomb lance.
Grimos has linked it for you. You may watch it after the stream. We're linking it.
Hey, you're gonna get us a copyright strike. Knock it off.
What if he hums it backwards?
I will give him props
Or
for that.
skips every other. If you skip every other beat, they don't. That's what they say anyway. But maybe they
yeah,
do.
but then we're gonna like invent a new genre of music.
No, I've
No,
seen that
it's already
shit.
been
It's
invented.
I've seen that shit on YouTube. Like
It's already been
listening
John
to
Williams scat.
another one
John-
bites the dust with every other beat removed hurts my
Oh.
brain.
Wow, that sounds awful. I'm gonna Google that immediately. Like, this is the kind of stuff I use incognito windows for.
I don't need this in my search history.
T.O. is also wondering, what is your recommendation for printers, 3D printer?
Now, Tio,
Okay, that-
he's going to ask you for what purpose.
I am. I'm going to ask first for what purpose, and secondly for what budget. Because those both play a huge role. But I have answers for almost any of them.
Now, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this like 5 minutes ago. I was saying, I have a Mars 3. I want an Anycubic Ultra DL2.
Hey, Night Owl has gifted a tier 1 sub to Sunshine_7734.
Good
Okay.
day, sunshine. Copyright strike.
77314. Good day, sunshine. 77314.
How's the car if you're still in the chat? This just reminds me of sitting in the dorm playing NHL Hits 2002 and listening to the announcers yell, 171711 101011, because you could program the announcers to use something from a predetermined list of names for certain players, and for some reason some of them were in hexadecimal and some of them were in binary.
Okay.
So you would just get the announcers yelling 101011.
Well, that sounds productive to me.
T.O. says models and buildings.
Models and buildings, okay. Follow-up question, because we're going to go down this rabbit hole. At what scale? Are you looking for something for like a tabletop game where you're planning to paint it? Or something where you just need, hey, I need quick and dirty stand-in terrain, or something where it's going to be, yeah, we're playing in like 30mm scale, and I need war terrain that has specific features, or I've got a set, something like that. Because that's going to inform things. And then the other question is, say, budget level 200?
2 to 300 is a
350 or
good
500?
2 to 300 is a good range. I think like 3 to 5 is good range, and then 5 and up.
Yeah. There are many variables, but we're going to take you through them because I can run that verbal nonsense while also eating this delicious noodle pile, because that is the default form of noodles that I have in front of my word tube.
That's right. You too can have your very own pile o' noodle. That's right, pile of noodle from the makers of Fiesta Pale.
I love that. Would be so good though.
Pile of
and
noodle.
noodle.
It would be
Anyway.
up there with round meal.
Brown meal.
Look.
Is
that
that like
sounds. I don't know. Pile of noodles and whatever sounds like my jam. So there you go.
I don't know if Karkik Store is still in here, but she made me wonderful pile of noodle this week.
Nice.
It had bacon and toasted walnuts.
Ooh,
You know,
wow.
interesting choice.
Okay. That's some interesting pilo noodle.
It was a good pile of noodle.
Okay.
Wookie took me out to eat. Wookie took me out to eat today, and we went to a new place, and it was and I got shrimp.
Ooh,
Bonus.
bonus shrimp. The best shrimp.
Bonus shrimp.
Sure.
Okay, sorry. Toilet obliterator. 100mm because I'm blind as fuck. Budget is 300 to 600, and I'm looking for 2 printers.
100
That's
millimeter
going to
is
cap you at 300. You're going to be going for. Hear me out here, because I'm pretty sure you're about to agree. An Ender 3 Pro.
100 millimeter is some big fucking shit, bro.
Yeah.
Just like for frame of reference, like BattleTech is 6 millimeter. I don't think I have anything 40K. Okay, we'll say this for 40K. This is like 32 millimeter. So like this character in 100 millimeter would be like this tall.
Really cool.
He'd be fucking huge.
Well, that's also assuming. I mean, 2 of them raises questions on the eventual use case, but yeah.
Start with one and then maybe see how it goes and then get the other one. That's what I would do.
So I'm of 2 minds here. If you are looking to churn out a bunch of stuff relatively quickly and you want to make the printers themselves part of your hobby, then I would say, yeah, look at a pair of Ender 3s of some description. Ender 3 Pros, Ender 3 V2, anything in that area. But if you want one that is going to... let's see. Squig has a legitimate question. Why an Ender 3 over a Prusa Mini given the inconsistent QC? Purely the price difference? Yes. Because the ask was for 2 printers at that price range, which means you have to go down that pipe. The Ender 3 may not have the best QC, but it's generally pretty good. It's not perfect. You are going to spend some time figuring out, but why is it doing that? On the other hand, if you want a more consistent experience with less downtime and you want whatever comes out of it to be your hobby, then I'd say, yeah, absolutely go for the Prusa Mini. I have one. It has been dead reliable, and it removes so much of the fiddly make work that you have in a more manual printer. So if you have to have 2 printers, yeah, Ender 3 V2. If you can get away with 1 printer, that will be much more reliable in general than Prusa Mini.
Now, let me ask you a question. Because if we're talking about shit like this and we're saying 1 printer in this price range, why not a Saturn?
Mostly because the Saturn, I mean, if they need detail, absolutely. But the Saturn is going to be much more expensive. In terms of material you have to feed it.
Yes.
It's going to be much more fiddly, and it requires significant support equipment. And Will the Great for you... Will, why are you quoting Contact?
Carl Sagan's masterpiece, Contact?
Okay, so I genuinely enjoyed Contact, but I was not its target demographic.
No, you were not a 50-year-old man in 1996.
Are you sure?
Relatively? Pretty sure you're not closing in on 80, Squick.
I mean, 80 in what years? It could be many year cycle human times.
We have once again returned to questioning Squick's status as a new bag.
All right, I could point out the fact that Squick could exist in all times and all places at the same time.
Squick exists.
Apparently, I'm also super quiet in stream.
I think I've got you turned up all the way, bro. Let's see what I can do.
Okay. And which printer should you get if you want to print quality minis for painting? Any of the resin printers. I would start with something akin to, well, I mean, genuinely, it doesn't matter. You're going to be spending about $200, and the hardware is almost identical across the lines.
Well, unless you get that Halot.
Unless you go with the Halot, which I really like, but I can't say it's a better printer. It's just a different printer.
Yeah, the Anycubic stuff and the Elegoo stuff is all based off of the Chidu Systems ecosystem, which isn't bad.
It has its pluses and minuses.
Yeah, it just like you have be aware of that going in, that your differences there are actually shockingly small most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, Toilet Obliterator. If it's 300 to 600 per machine, then yeah, a pair of Prusa Minis. 100% done.
Not even going to recommend a resin at that point. Just two.
Given the size that he's looking to work at, yeah, if it's 100 millimeter and you need volume and it's going to be for terrain, not for minis, then yeah, FDM isn't perfect, but it's solid. It's stable. It's not quite a solved problem, but you have fewer super weird issues than you do with resin.
Well,
And they're really starting to work on making it better for, they're finding tricks and stuff, at least the community is.
Oh yeah.
For making it better, for cutting down all the lines and stuff to make it better for details.
Yeah, there's that. There's the new Arachne slicing engine. But basically, if you're going Prusa, you are paying more money to avoid so much frustration.
And that is frequently worth something.
Oh yeah.
Like when I went,
especially if you're buying two of them because you're planning to make several things.
now, like when I went from my my Photon to my Mars. Now it was a Mars 3, mind you. So
to be clear for those in the audience, those are both resin printers.
those are resin printers. My levels of frustration reduced dramatically. Now, most of that might come down to skipping 2 generations of printers.
There is certainly something there. I have an OG Photon, and it's not bad, but it does have its share of weird design decisions. And yeah, if resin isn't an option, and you need minis, well, A, you're in for a world of hurt. B, ask yourself how many minis you're going to be running off. If the number is small and quality is your paramount concern, consider a printing house where they're running just giant machines. And you can slip them some money to run your stuff off on them. Or if you're looking to go FDM, then I have seen some amazing stuff done with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle. It's just going to take forever.
Is that
and
0.2
you do have
or
to spend a
0.02?
lot of time. Sorry, 0.02. Or no, is it? No, 0.2.
Okay.
I think. The fucking tiny one, but not stupid tiny.
Okay. 2/10s, not
Listen.
200s.
Listen, fucking tiny, but not so super
Not
fucking
turbo
tiny.
tiny.
Yeah, it's 0.2.
Okay.
Vetron.
Okay, because like again, the thing with your resin printers is that you can get that down to like 0.02.
Yes, with resin you can, but we're asking if resin wasn't an option.
Yes, yes.
So it's not that you're out of options, it's just that your options are a little bit different, and you have to select your models appropriately. If you are looking for something that you want to be like, yes, I will paint this, and it will be for the glory of the game store, shown off to everyone as a mastery of my prowess. Yeah, you want resin. If it's, hey, we're playing a game, I need some enemies, this is gonna be fun, we're gonna have a party, then yeah, FDM is just fine. And the FDM ones are going to be a hell of a lot stronger and will probably survive being dropped on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be my thing, is because the resin ones, I break them so frickin'.
Well, Cookie, a lot of that's going to come down to the resin you're using too. Because like when I went from like the regular resin to the ABS-like resin, whole different experience.
Really?
Oh yeah, speaking of, how's that working for you?
Well, this is the first thing I've printed with it, and it's turned out really nicely. Like it seems like it's a much thinner viscosity.
I've found in general it feels more rubbery. It has a little bit more give to it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I'm gonna need to work on my settings a bit because it came out a little bit tacky after I cured it, and that might just be I need to put it under the UV light for a little bit longer. What?
Okay. And
Oh, jeez.
Obliterator of the porcelain pooping unit. I am going to say that if you're looking to buy the printers in about a year, then my answer is ask me again in a year, because the technology, this is still early days, and the
Yeah.
technology moves so fast that a year out,
Shit could be totally
the whole
different.
thing, yeah.
Now,
Oh, by the
here's
way,
the other
Wookie,
thing.
I found the thing you were looking for earlier. Sorry.
Now, here's the other thing. A year out, you could be looking at the shit that we're talking about now at a preposterous discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally not the case with the Prusa stuff, but honestly, keep an eye out on Craigslist. Occasionally somebody will just get out of the game.
Yeah. But like at this point, the Anycubic Photon came out originally in 2018, and you can't give them away at this point.
Because the screen technology super changed. It went from, hey, this is a repurposed smartphone screen that dies regularly, to, hey, this specialty screen lasts 10 times as long, works 5 times as fast, and costs the same amount.
Yeah. And building on that, like where Anycubic has started making the DLP printers, there's not even an LCD screen in them. It's a projector. So like that's even like that's 10 times longer than a mono screen at that point.
Yeah, at that point, that's no longer a replaceable component, and it doesn't need to be.
No, at last they claim 20,000 running hours on those things.
And Mr. Obliterator, or Mrs. Obliterator, I do not know the appropriate labeling. Yeah, shoebox apartment. Okay, I get you. I'm with you. I would still consider, just as either a fun thing to mess with, or, you know, getting yourself a jump on it, either picking up one of the printers early, or getting just a stupid cheap FDM printer. They're fun to play with, and if you know it's going to be running off garbage, they are a fantastic learning opportunity.
Now,
for later.
I do want to throw out there, if you buy a super cheap FDM printer, you are buying a hobby by itself.
Yes, true, accurate, correct.
Because like with this thing, it's with the resin shit, it's like, oh yeah, I print this, and sometimes I have to play with the support settings, and it's not a big deal. You get into some cheap ass FDM stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, you need to learn how to do some soldering.
I too have had an ANET A8.
Yeah. I'm just thinking back to like those original Ultimakers and that kind of thing, where it's like, okay, you have to build this thing out of a box. The replicators. Do you remember the replicators?
Which replicators?
Yeah, MakerBot replicators.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
10 years ago with those things, and it's like, okay, it comes in a box and you put it together and good luck. It's customer support. What's that?
That sounds expensive. We're going to let other companies do it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the day that SLS and oh damn, what's the other one? The powder printing.
Oh yes, I
both
can't wait
become
for that.
more readily available in the home. Right now, that is where FDM printing was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's a $10,000 item, down from a $100,000 item, down from a $13 million item with a multi-million-dollar support contract.
Yeah. And like at this point, you're waiting on patents to run out. Like the resin shit only really got to be a thing in 2018 when all the resin printing patents ran out.
Yeah, ain't that a kick in the miscellaneous genitalia?
The miscellaneous genitalia. I feel like that's a band name.
Yeah, also, somebody's hot micing.
It's Warlax. When he gets in his zone painting, he
hums.
Understandable.
Sorry.
Hey, no need. Wow. Okay, so does that guy. Damn. I don't know if you guys just got the ass blasting of the car outside.
Well,
but,
I'm not sure.
yeah, a little bit.
That sounded like a 2006 Honda Shadow 700cc motorcycle to me.
Interesting.
Sure, maybe.
Does that have 39% of a Honda Civic engine?
Yeah, probably, honestly. But it's also like a tenth of the weight, so, you know, it gets away with it.
A tenth of the weight for the tenth of a car.
I mean, it's a motorcycle, so
I'm about to send you my pic, Parallax, or put it in the shared dealie.
I don't
What's
know.
it?
Is Wookie going to be okay with that, Cookie?
No, it's the thing I've been working on, you dodo.
Insert your own joke here.
Oh, I chortle.
This lid. Okay, there.
Grr. Arg.
I had a roommate. I think I told you about her. I had a roommate who would literally, when she was seriously angry, she'd go, "Grr!" And that was how she showed she was angry.
No, I don't think you told me that one. That's kind of amazing.
Yes, it was pretty hilarious.
You couldn't do that. You couldn't laugh at her to her face, I'm sure.
Grr.
Erg!
Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing.
You have made me angry. Grr!
At that point,
Yeah,
it's just
pretty
like,
much.
I'm a Paw Patrol villain. Grrr.
It was way before Paw Patrol, but sure.
Grum, 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 grum.
I am I am a mighty fuck. Now I can't remember. It just went poof.
Warlax is mighty.
I can still see it. I can still see it.
Warlax
There you
is
go.
Evening,
I-
Agent
I-
083.
I am the mighty
Warlax is mighty, guys. We've heard this. We all know.
I quit
Mighty
because
Warlax.
because I just had it again and started saying it and it went wee.
Wee. That's how things go. They go wee. Oh god, I'm gonna have to get like some AK interactive streaking medium for this thing. I'm gonna turn into a scale modeler guy. Oh god, middle age is approaching. I'm gonna get really into World War II barbecue and scale modeling.
Ooh, World War II barbecue.
Yeah. That's when you cook all of your barbecue over a gasoline stove.
Hey, so do I need to pick up a flamethrower? Because they're legal and I found one on sale.
I mean, yes. Why are you asking? Yes. Of all the other shit you've asked me about, should I get this? Is this sufficiently dumb? No, this is the winner.
I mean, where do you even put that?
Wherever the fuck you want. Who's gonna tell you no?
I'm going to put
HOA
my flame-
probably.
Okay, let's see.
You found your first target. Acquiring HOA.
Acquiring flammables.
That's an awful nice community clubhouse that you have there, HOA. Be a shame if something whoosh whoosh happened to it.
Attention, HOA. You are being criticized.
Attention.
Okay,
Attention. Attention. HOA is now the target. Attention. Attention. Attention.
Attention, everyone. The HOA is now a free fire zone. Good evening. Click, clack, kaboom.
Click, clack, boom, guys. Also, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys this one. I want you to
For
know.
legal reasons, that was hilarity.
I am giving you this one, guys. Quick, Warlax, this one's just for you. I'm giving it to you. You can have it. Ponder your orb.
Yes.
Oh, God damn it. The orb is forbidden here.
No, it isn't.
Ponder your own orb.
Okay.
That sounded
okay.
like very desk gun sound.
Someone has finally found the sound.
I mean, you'd think so, but actually, I'm just putting a strap on a shotgun.
So, you know,
Okay, so
Death Gun Senior.
right.
Yes.
Owl said in response to your commentary, did someone request a limb removal? And then he said that he had a subscription to Fine Scale Modeler in middle school.
Hmm.
So
Yes, fine scale modeler. Wherever your fine scale models are sold, whenever they decide to actually release the damn magazine.
Oh, good news! I get to murder someone's name.
Ooh.
So, Gekazenbu.
Geki. Just go with
probably,
Geki.
maybe-
We just go with
No,
Geki.
Geki Zenbu.
Boo! Did I scare you?
God, now he's an Indian.
Kizenbu. Look, either way. So the thing is
The thing. It
that
is.
if you have a laundry room, you can vent that to a dryer vent pretty easily. It's very nice.
Assuming that you're not using that dryer vent. I guess you could build
no,
like
you can
a
get
wide
a
connector.
T-inner section with a check valve on it.
Okay.
Like, you've got options. The only limitation is your innovation and creativity
And
desire
space
to
in your
poop in the
laundry
same room. Wait, no. This is a laundry room, not a bathroom.
I mean, some
Please do
efficiencies
not
have
poop in the
both.
laundry machines.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Management has requested you heathens stop pooping in the washer.
Attention! Attention!
Yeah, guys, I can't believe I'm having to say this, but it is a washing machine, not a rotary bidet. Thank you.
Rotary bidet. Somebody write that shit down. It's a bidet revolver.
That's not better.
No,
I believe-
No, it's not.
I believe that is a quote.
I think I already heard Cookie typing on it.
All right, Master Yoda, calm down.
Poop in laundry machine I did.
Fantastic it was.
Pooped an R2 accessory port I did. Much laughs I should have.
Oh, that's concerning.
Damn it, I made an error. I'm gonna have to fix it.
What did you?
I like how this has immediately devolved into just Yoda laugh.
I don't think anybody can
Extra.
compete with Grandmaster fucking Weird Squick, guys. Like,
Look, I'm just here for the party. It's not a competition, but if it is, I'm winning. What do I win?
fucking
Prize.
But I'm not here to win, but I'm totally going.
There.
Tell me what I've won.
you have one single bag of Spirit Halloween David S. Pumpkin costume.
Oh, Spirit Halloween's going to be open soon, which means really well molded, very poorly painted props to pick up for a song.
He's right.
By a song, I mean actually substantial amount of money,
Yeah.
but it's a really nice mold.
What, you're not gonna go to Party City or Halloween City and pick up the Ruby's Deluxe Ghostbusters proton pack?
So there was a really nice Ghostbusters Proton Pack and Neutrino Wand out a little while back, but no, I want the Borderlands Echo device that I saw 2 years ago.
Yes. Okay.
And I was a fool for not buying it there
A
at the time.
fool!
Fool of a took.
So Pretzel Bomber coming in with the question from
Okay,
the
guys,
sideline.
you got him to say
wit.
it. Are you happy? Hour and a half, I've been not saying it.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
They had a word of the day challenge. Pretzel.
Interesting.
Now, two of
Well,
you
you
have
just
said it.
failed, but I wasn't playing, so now I win.
This
Not
is
yet
a
said it,
song
so.
about Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, so anyway,
Words
God,
are hard.
What's the word for it? Store, hotel, mall. The mall food court.
Store
snack food.
hotel? Store hotel.
Tell me I'm wrong. Look at me and tell me I'm wrong.
I don't
More
think
like
they,
more like store apartment complex.
I don't think
okay?
they sleep there. Like, I don't.
The stores absolutely sleep there.
Okay.
Kick
so
everyone out and the stores go to sleep.
My students are convinced I sleep at school, by the way, just so you know.
Wait, you don't?
So, pretzel bomb. Look, I'm not playing this stupid game. Pretzel Bomber wants to know. Quick question about the walker you're painting. How many people do you think it takes to work that thing?
I can
1,
tell
2,
you.
3, 4 or more. Is it a clown car of murder? Does it have guns in its armpits made of guns?
The description for the item says that it is a 2-person operation.
1 for each leg.
1 for each leg.
My assistant, yeah, Feds. My assistant, who's like 35, 38, something like that, maybe not even that. One of the students said, she's like, how old do you think I am? Which is a dangerous question to ask a small child. They said 57.
Oof.
Because that's how old my mom is.
Fucking oof.
Yeah.
Child sitting there just going, I am going to wreck your day. You asked the wrong question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my birthday is coming up in a few months, and my wife looked at my son, 5-year-old son today, and said, Daddy's gonna be number that is in mid-30s. Is that old? And he goes, that's really old. And just like, thanks. You don't make me feel old enough on a daily basis already. Thanks, kid.
You are welcome, human.
Okay. I'm feeling like this thing is starting to get sufficiently rusty around the edges, and I need to come back through and put in some brighter rust color here in the midst of the dark rust color.
So all I'm going to say on the asking kids dangerous questions front is like, no, you asked the question. You are on the wrong end of the fuck around and find out equation.
Yes, you are.
Like, that's not a social bomb waiting for a trigger. That's you found a social bomb and started tap dancing on it. Like,
What's the worst that could happen, my ego?
Will come out.
I work with children, and I have pride. These things are not compatible.
Yeah, pretty much.
Goodbye, ego brick road.
Where the pride of society dies.
You caught me right in my feeling.
And now I wanna fucking die. Okay, let's stop before we get a strike. We gotta stop. Stop, guys. We're what?
Pretzel
Okay.
Bomber subscribed, saying, "I'm tired of this notice popping up."
Yeah.
Oh, relatable.
I'm pretty sure there's a thing that says skip this month.
Da-da-dum.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. This is what we do now, guys. We skirt the very edge of the copyright strike line. We're leaving for Phoenix on a big road trip. Don't know why we're going there. It's hard like tits.
That took a sudden turn.
It did.
Meanwhile, chat popping in with ooh ee ooh ah ah ting ting well bing bang, which I know is its own separate independent song, but I only remember from the Dr. Mario songs.
Okay.
Or the Dr. Mario
My
commercials.
mom used to sing that to me.
Why do I feel like I saw it on the Muppets at some point? I don't know that I did. Like I
It
know
seems
that
plausible.
I know Lime and the Coconut was on there because that was on like when I was a wee Parallaxling.
When I was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog. I can't sing too loud or I'll make my mic blow out.
I can hear the Savannah after every meal.
My parents had a cassette tape. Yes, that's right. Way back in the early 90s when that's what we had. That they would play. That was Muppet songs. And it wasn't just like, oh yeah, the soundtrack to the Muppet movie. No, it was like from the show and from some of the movies. And one of the things that was
the late
on there.
1900s were a wonderful
Oh
time.
God, why would you say it that way? Why? Oh no. But it would, like, one of the songs that was on there was Lime and a Coconut. So,
You put the lime in the
bought it
coconut.
for a dime. Put the lime in the coconut.
That was also on an episode of Bones.
I'm not allowed to talk about Bones. I don't know if Cara's still in the chat or not, but I'm not allowed to talk about Bones.
Okay.
Because,
I didn't watch. I watched some, and then it was like, okay, you got weird. Bye.
Yeah,
I'm
not
Can we
allowed.
make a fan podcast for it called the Bone Zone?
Oh no. I'm not allowed to watch a lot of television with my wife because, like, she used to like to watch like NCIS and Bones, and then I would sit there and be like, "This show is insulting my intelligence," and then she'd get mad at me because, like, I'd be like,
I like the show for the characters, but it's like, you know, it's like, oh, I know that's not true. I know that's not true.
Yeah.
And I watched NCIS too, and
then,
my friend was one of my fellow fans was yeah, I like the characters, but I am she's a forensic analysis, so much so that she's a professor of it.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, yeah, no, they don't do that. They don't do that. They don't do that. No, that's not the way you do it.
I hope she works at the Body Farm.
No, she's teaching in the Midwest right now.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, at University of Tennessee in Knoxville, there is in fact an entire, let's call it a garden of corpses in various states of decomposition for forensic students to learn what that shit looks like. It's called the Body Farm. Okay, this is the first time I have ever done any of this kind of, like, really detailed rust effect. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. I know you all can't really see it. Like it's not going to focus well enough for that. But since we started with something that was very green, this is... I'm liking where I'm coming with this. This is much more detailed than I usually do on stream. I say
as I am the one who has done the weathering before. I am the one you must impress.
Ooh. So what? You're like the level boss on this?
I'm the mini boss. Yeah.
He's the mini boss. Get it? He's the boss for painting minis.
Nope. I'm the mini boss because you've seen the photos of the big boss.
Yes, I have. And I'm just like the shitty player character.
Yes. For the crowd out there, there are photos that I have sent to Para that he has refused to show you. Because he said that he didn't want to upset you or give you too high an expectation.
I mean, to be fair, yeah. Like, I don't want to be like, you can paint too. Just look at this fucking preposterous thing someone dropped 100 hours in.
Yeah, but at that point, that's like the art version of the rest of the fucking owl.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for the follow without air. Or wind without air.
Oh, God.
Look, wind without... Oh, God, is that a fart joke?
Weren't.
Like, what is the wind without air? And then it's just toot.
Toot.
What is the wind without air? Toot. It goes...
It sounds like a
toot.
Zen cone of some nature.
That's just what I was gonna say. It's a Zen cone.
Oh, man, you can get those at Baskin-Robbins.
Oh, I'd like to get a Zen cone at Baskin-Robbins, but I'm lactose intolerant. Do they have lactose-free ice cream at Baskin-Robbins yet?
I don't think so, but I haven't been there for a while.
Sherbet's good.
Sherbet has milk in it.
Does it really?
Sorbet doesn't. But sorbet
Okay.
is effectively
Drink the entire
frozen
thing.
fruit puree.
Gelato.
That's also true. But
What?
gelato. Fancy Italian ice cream.
It
Gelato
uses
pretty good.
it uses butter rather than cream or milk fat.
Okay, it'll still fuck me up pretty good then. Like that much butter.
Okay, so all I'm
Even
hearing
if
is we
the
take
if you
Parallax.
use veggie butter, like
No, we
veggie
take
stuff?
Parallax to the ice creamery and we load them up like an artillery piece.
Dude, I'm going to die if you do that. Just like I'm going to shit my guts out for the rest of my life.
It's like, yes, we have invented human flight. How? Regrettable means.
Unaided human flight. What's that coming out behind him? You don't want that answer.
What do you mean, regrettable meme?
Oh shit, I was looking for a battery. I need to get a 14500 cell.
You need to get one of those
Yeah.
things, those fancy ice cream thingies, and then you can just make juice in it and make sorbet.
Do you mean a
type.
blender?
No, I mean like a ninja.
Like an. Oh, okay. Well, here's the other
Like
thing.
a blender?
No, it's a special one.
It's a
an
special
ice
blend.
cream thing.
Now, I can buy lactose-free ice cream from Breyers.
Okay, good. Okay. There you go.
I don't.
Hey, does anybody
because-
have like the Bose noise canceling toilet
What?
just on speed dial?
What?
Okay, I'll hunt it down. Incognito window, assist me.
You know, I don't blame you for that one, but your ISP still knows.
This brought to you by NordVPN.
Really, that's a Venn
NordVPN,
problem.
because sometimes your ISP doesn't need to know about your noise-canceling toilet.
Which those don't actually do what people say they do.
What?
Well, okay, so it depends on what you're looking for out of a VPN. Because it does a very specific thing and it does it very well.
It lets
But
you
it only does
download
that thing.
torrents without your ISP knowing.
I mean, it's the
Yeah.
equivalent of. Sorry, I'm prepared to go into a thing. Cookie, you go ahead. I'm going to toss this in our chat, and that's an everyone problem.
I was just gonna say, I don't know. I was just listening to a not a rant, but a like conversation about that doesn't do what everybody thinks it does. So anyway. Oh wow, geez.
What?
Okay, I have many questions. I have many questions, and some of them I will not ask on air because coming with a female mind, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, you can blast that thing into orbit and nobody's going to hear.
No, that's yeah,
Thank you, no. No.
that's not what I was saying. I'll tell you after we get off the air.
That is terrifying, Squick.
Yes, you are welcome.
Why did you? Oh, I see. You took a better picture. Is that what it is?
I
you
took a couple pictures. Yeah.
Okay,
Second one I feel is better.
I do too.
Now, Warlax, what were you working on tonight?
Command Dork.
Yes. Okay. So,
Rambork?
tell the nice people what has happened.
I have finished the model for the evening. I am letting the wash dry on.
No. I mean, like the model. Like, where did the model come from?
From you.
I sent Warlax a big fuck all box of models again.
Yes, and I do appreciate it. Including a couple of larger scale orcs. I'm
They're just
looking for...
No, their normal scale orcs are just very good at their jobs.
Fair enough.
Eden, you're pretty close to. Anyway, whatever. I'm yeah.
But the entire idea behind them, or behind this one, appears to be a British SAS commando, but as an orc.
Yeah.
And so I decided I was going to go through and paint the first purple orc you've ever seen. I need to wait for the wash to dry to put a few purple streaks onto his flesh. But
My
the
flesh.
but the pants are purple and blue. The beret is the proper color, and I actually think he's turned out quite well.
He did.
He
He's pretty.
has. He has. Okay, you said purple orc. I was thinking, oh god, you made his skin purple.
I know that's
No,
what.
no.
Which would have been just, like, terrible.
No, he's gonna have some streaks there, like war paint is as purple, but
I'm just having, for some reason, I'm having, like, referential joke flashbacks to Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. And I don't know,
I love that.
I don't know why I'm having these, where it's just, like, from the cadence of the way you're delivering some of this stuff. Like,
bad horse, bad horse.
I hate the homeless. This problem in this city.
Evil League of Evil is watching, so beware. Yeah.
The grade that you receive will be your last, we swear. So make the bad horse gleeful, or he'll make you his mare. Significant look. There will be blood, it might be yours.
It would be nice, of course. Bad horse, bad horse, bad horse.
He's
I love
bad.
that show.
He rides across the country, a thoroughbred of sin. He got the invitation that you just sent in. It needs evaluation, so let the games begin.
Heinous crime, a show of force, murder would be nice.
So much of this stream is going to be soundless.
Look at these people, amazing how sheep will line up for the slaughter. Nothing happened. Nothing happened for those of you that are just joining us in VOD land with sound.
Everything is normal. No questions will be answered this time. Thank you.
I break your hands.
I used to sing several songs all the time from that.
So, Para,
Hi.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
I have a couple of answers. Let's see if they match.
Are you planning on perhaps printing out decals to put on that particular mech?
Cornbread.
I don't believe that matches.
Oh, okay. Damn. Now I actually have to consider the question. I should, but I hate decals. I fucking hate decals.
I do too, but I think that there are a couple that you could put on there for like art regiment and stuff like that would make it so much more.
It could be. It's like right now, I'm just gonna. I probably should have done that before I started weathering it. But I plan on doing another one anyway.
The fly has decided to add to your weathering.
Well, at least it's not in my bourbon. For those of you that have been watching for a while, you know that they have a bad habit of flying right into my glass.
Ah, the Bourbonade.
Yes.
Yes. What I would recommend, Para, would be
a lid on my bourbon.
No.
Okay.
I was gonna say the North American tank roundel, so the star inside of the circle. And then, like, the 3rd Armored Division...
I'm sorry, did I hear the North American tank grundle?
Yes.
Roundel.
No, I'm going to go with grundle. It's a grundle now. North American tank grundle.
A bourbon sippy cup, yes!
Yes. I
This
would be
is an
lying.
excellent, terrible plan.
I would be lying to you if I told you that I haven't drunk bourbon out of a sippy cup. It just didn't have the lid on it.
Why not?
Because that would slow me down. You know what? I'm feeling really good about this thing. I've never done this kind of weathering on this before. I will try to get some pictures of this for next week. And
Ooh, that's a good idea. Zigrab says Zirag von Brummelstein says, stencil.
Yeah, I could totally do a stencil. I need to find my masking tape. But yes, it could do that. Like the star right here on the nose of this thing would be perfect.
All right, I am going to try for something that I may not quite be able to make,
What's that?
but I'm going to drop my headset, pull out
Bold
my
move.
camera, and go to the studio that is literally right behind me and see if I can get a good macro capture on this mini.
Okay.
And so I will be back in just a couple of minutes, hopefully with enough time to be able to share this with you.
Okay, then I will be here and I will try to stay on the line because I know the Northern Rob is waiting to come back and finish that fucking HOM level he was working on earlier today. Because, Rob, if you're still here, that level was getting to be a real fucking bitch. I guess somebody's got to like decals, Grimos.
I love the idea of them, but I don't like a lot of them. Like, just, I think a lot of them are kind of dumb, but that's just me.
Well, I don't like applying them. Like, I never have a good experience applying them.
Oh, Kavathi! Fuck
What?
yes, I just headshot a Marauder in BTA.
Yes!
300 ton.
I love how he's in another room and we can still hear him singing to himself.
We like our Warlax.
I mean, I don't have room to, like, say anything because I'm the guy that goes to work and, like, I whistle all the fucking time at work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to be having a good day. I just do it unconsciously.
Yep, I do too. I sing everywhere. I can't whistle worth crap, so I just sing.
I have had people say to me, "It's Monday. You're not allowed to whistle on a Monday."
Hey, coworker, quick pro tip. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Don't think that's how that works, for sure.
I work like 20 feet from the human resources office. I need to not do that.
Establish dominance early.
I've been here for 8 years. He can still hear us, guys. Nobody say anything. So he can't hear us. Okay, so let's see. I'm feeling pretty good about this. So here's the next thing that I'm going to do. Because I got like 5 minutes left. Let's do another step. Let's see. I understand that you, Kathy, that your wife works in HR and swears more than anyone else. But my point is, I'm not allowed to tell other people in my office to go fuck themselves. For the most part. For the most part.
There you go, Fezbear. Or Fezbear has quoted you again, Squick.
Okay, good.
Oh, God.
Whoa!
Oh, my. Oh, no. And what's up, Lord Grimos? Yeah, I'm not translating that.
What? 101011! I have no idea.
0100100100001001000
Squick, stop. You're about to travel back in time.
This is normal.
Yeah, that's true.
010110110000000. Oh God!
Grimos, at least tell me if I'm right. Please tell me that that's that episode of Futurama. That's not just, like you said, it's have a nice... Oh, boo. I wanted it to be the Futurama reference.
2.
2. I think I saw a 2. No, Bender. 2 doesn't exist. Zug Zug. Can I get a Zug Zug in chat?
Zug zug.
Zug zug. What? More work? All right.
I don't want to do this poop anymore. Ah.
More? Ooh. Yeah, I can't do that voice.
Me not that kind of orc. Guys, this is just what we're doing now at this point. It's just random, like, Warcraft 2 quotes. Thank you, thank you for the Zug Zug. Loktar Ogar! Thank you, everyone, for your Zug Zugs in chat. They are greatly appreciated. There are 55 people in this chat watching me say Zug Zug, and, like, Cookie, I don't remember which quote is "What are you people doing here?" But like
50.
It's 50. Somebody quote 50. It's appropriate because I don't know why you're here. You're watching me put little tiny bits of paint on a fairly large robot. I mean, like, not huge. He's returned.
All right. I return.
Okay.
Now,
Zug
Zug Zug.
Only mine.
Whoa!
zug.
Jesus, Squicks a go old. He's one of the fucking system lords.
Pyramid scheme. Introduction.
Say nothing of the host survives.
Nothing of the host survives.
Exactly.
oh no, I'd rather Para survived.
Oh no. Well, I mean, we're all hosts here. I guess I'm the
Oh
primary.
no.
Oh no.
No, fuck you. I'm too busy painting robot butthole.
Hashtag not it. There is no Dana, only Zool, question mark?
Okay.
Zool has left a forwarding address.
But
All right.
believe it or
Completed
not,
spider toaster. That
Zool
looks
isn't
good.
at home.
Not bad.
What's that?
Very pointy.
All right, Para, this is coming through for you, sir.
Like, my only thought on the spider toaster there is if you do start weathering it, you can hide a lot of the model blobs there from trying to get it off the supports with
Oh,
those
come
lovely
on.
needle legs intact, just by adding some viscera.
Too big?
No, not even that. Just computer having a hissy fit. Copy.
Okay, let's see what I can get going here. Yeah, boo. Let's add a photo. Add a photo. Let's name this photo source Squick Photo.
E. DCM 100 Canon.
Okay, there we go. Squick Photos. Squick, tell us about this photo.
Ah, yes. Bose noise canceling toilet. Toot toot. It's from the internet.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank
You
you.
can just sit your ass down on there, dial up something at Mach 7 and decided, I've had enough. This butthole never did anything for me. Take your lactose intolerance and slam down a 34-scoop sundae. And by God, that toilet may detonate, but no one's going to know as you sit atop Mount Turdmore of Regret Valley.
Mount Turdmore of Regret Valley. Holy shit.
Literally.
Oh, it's so... What? Photo big.
Photo big, yes. Come from massive big camera.
There. Tell us. Reveal your secrets.
This is Rambork.
Bork. Yes.
And through all of this, well, you won't quite see because it's a macro, which means that I can't get fantastic depth of field. But I did some yellow bits on him because he has a lot of DACA and a lot of grenades.
He is well endowed in the DACA department.
Yes, the pants there are both blue and purple, and just in general, this was one night go through with this gentleman. I will make sure that there are photos so that Para is able to put all of them up on his Instagram. Because I actually really like the way that this guy came out.
Now, you don't have an Instagram of your own.
I don't.
Well, if you had one, then I could put it in the end card, and then people could see it.
Oh, no, even better. You can get an inflatable motorcycle that you pull out of a back pocket and have an Instagram.
Grumble.
Yeah,
You fucking people. Okay, so I'm... okay, there,
so-
I did the thing.
Also, Cookie, there are questions about how to quote things, and I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's got to be a mod. Sorry.
That's definitely for the best.
Yeah, it's got to be a mod.
Or me yelling at a mod, quote that!
Okay.
Look,
no.
I take Look, Monday nights I take clips and quotes all night long from this bunch.
Yeah.
Don't
We
involve
appreciate
me in this shit.
Yet.
Oh, God. Okay.
Listen. If one of the bow out for a night, you have the game. I know you do.
Hey, can I get a quote of just me saying, "Don't quote me on that"?
Yes.
What'd the thing go?
Yes, but here's the thing. You have to say it in the strange, filtered voice.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be a text quote. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably fine. I mean, out here in the void. Don't quote me on that. Could be anyone. The chicken telling the sourdough. It's pretty alright. Don't microwave it. Don't use the toilet microwave. It's not great.
Okay, so that's where I got on this thing tonight. It needs some highlighting. It needs some more work. But
And you need to make sure that you get the windows actually painted in.
yes, I haven't done that yet. But yeah, this
Or
is
the viewports.
not bad.
Viewports. No, I actually quite like it.
Let me pull up where I started. I'm pretty sure I know I had a photo of where I started from. So let's add another photo so I can get a side by side here. Browse. Okay, that's big. Where did I closed it.
Do not apologize, Night Clerk. In your ignorance, you asked a question, and in so doing, your ignorance has been reduced, and we've all learned something, because I genuinely didn't know that either.
What?
Yeah.
So, good. Excellent work.
What did we not know?
Oh, we didn't know that how quote system work.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also, knowing is something half the battle. G.I. Joe!
So left
Man,
is
that
where
thing
I started.
rules.
Right is where I've ended up for the night.
Hot damn. That thing
Now-
looks like a rusty piece of shit. I love it.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
to make mention of it, this is where you've ended for the night.
For the night. Like I think I'm gonna set this aside, come back to it next week.
Yeah, because some streaking medium would be absolutely excellent.
Yeah, but I gotta order it.
Pigment powders.
Uh-huh.
I would also be curious on this one, if you were to start messing with a drill bit and putty to do bullet divots.
I could do that.
You've got a lot of options here.
I mean, you don't even have to do that. Are you ready for the bit?
What's the other bit?
Heat a paper clip.
I don't know that that's gonna work on resin.
That is fair. I've not tried it on.
Do not heat paperclip, just begin pressing.
Now, the other side to this is that I have some positively tiny fucking drill bits that are smaller than paper clips. So I could do that. So let's remove this stuff. Yes, remove one. Remove two. All right, guys, we are 6 minutes over our time for the night. I had.
Oh, you're not going to show mine?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. Doobie doo.
Sorry, Rob. Give us just a minute.
Okay. Here we. I love it.
Oh man, I thought that was a telephone robot, but it's not. It's just some asshole in a red helmet.
What?
Don't worry about it. I have
What?
kilometers.
No more questions.
Many question.
Save it. Where you save image? What?
Wherever the fuck it decides to.
Unfortunately, it's accurate. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Fuck. There. There we go. Now let's make it big. I don't know why it's so fucking tiny.
Enhance the largeness.
Enhanced dog.
Ooh.
Wow.
God, I wonder what the script for that looked like.
It's a
Like, how much of it was just robo nonsense, comma excited?
Hashtag yeah. Excited robot noises.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Very good.
I feel like we've made some great progress on all kinds of shit tonight. So we're gonna
yes, indeed we have.
Indeed,
sir.
yes.
And I was also
sir.
here.
And
With that, I say play us out to the British Grenadiers, sir.
I don't have outro music, so we're just gonna go to the end card. Bye.
Oh, cool! I can get an anvil for $20.
No, you can get an anvil-shaped object for $20.
Look, it's fine for throwing.
Okay, yes, it's fine for throwing, but it's cast iron. Okay, now I really am leaving. Bye, everybody.
Everybody.
Have fun.